Hello, friends. Today, we're starting with something simple, but incredibly important in cooking. Just plain rice. But the way we prepare it makes all the difference. We begin with 400 grams of rice. First, we add water and rinse the rice well. Slowly, gently rubbing it with our hands. Now we drain it. And again, add fresh water. Clean, simple, and ready for cooking. Finally, we transfer the rice into a pot, add water, and start cooking it until it becomes soft and fully done.
2 potatoes. Simple, familiar, and always comforting. We peel them carefully and begin grating them. Long, soft strands slowly fall into the bowl. Have you noticed how potatoes can turn even the simplest recipes into something hearty and satisfying? We continue grating slowly, taking our time. Nothing rushed here, just calm, homemade cooking. Now the potatoes go into a bowl, and we pour water over them, gently mixing and rinsing them well. This step helps remove extra starch and keeps the texture lighter and cleaner later. You can already see the water changing color slightly. That means everything is working exactly as it should. First, a little butter melts slowly across the surface. Rich, warm, and full of comforting aroma. Have you noticed how the smell of butter instantly makes the kitchen feel cozy? Before adding the potatoes, we gently remove the extra moisture from them. This small step is very important. It helps the potatoes cook better and gives them a more beautiful texture later. Now we place the grated potatoes onto the pan, slowly spreading them evenly across the surface. Listen to that soft, sizzling sound as they touch the butter. That's when you know something delicious is starting. We let the potatoes cook gently, giving them time to become soft underneath while slowly turning golden. No rushing here. Good texture always takes patience. At this point, the kitchen already smells absolutely amazing.
Let's give our rice a little extra richness. A small piece of butter goes straight into the hot rice. Slowly it begins to melt, coating every grain with that soft, creamy flavor. We mix everything well, gently folding the rice until it becomes glossy and fluffy. Have you noticed how just a little butter can completely change the taste and aroma of rice? Now back to the potatoes in the pan. They're already starting to soften and turn lightly golden underneath. This is the perfect moment to season them. First, a little salt, just enough to bring out the natural flavor of the potatoes. Then, black pepper, warm, simple, and comforting. Now we mix everything carefully in the pan, making sure the seasoning spreads evenly through the potatoes. Listen to that gentle sizzling sound. It already smells incredible. Simple ingredients, but when cooked slowly and with care, they turn into something truly comforting. 1 onion, fresh, sharp, and full of aroma. We slice it into smaller pieces, slowly and carefully. Have you noticed how the smell of freshly cut onion instantly makes the kitchen feel alive? Each piece becomes finer and softer looking as we continue chopping. Sometimes the simplest vegetables create the deepest flavor in homemade cooking. Now a little vegetable oil goes into the pan, just enough to lightly cover the surface. And then we add the onion. Listen to that gentle sizzling sound as it begins to cook. We stir slowly, letting the onion soften little by little. No rushing here, because soft, tender onions bring a sweet and comforting taste that changes the whole dish.
It's time to make this dish even more hearty and satisfying.
400 grams of ground meat goes straight into the pan with the softened onions. As soon as it touches the heat, you can already hear that rich, sizzling sound. Have you noticed how the smell changes instantly when meat starts cooking? We gently break the meat apart with a spoon, mixing it slowly with the onions so everything cooks evenly. Little by little, the color begins to change and the texture becomes softer and more flavorful. Now it's time for seasoning. First, a little salt to bring out the natural taste. Then black pepper, warm and simple. And finally, oregano. Just a small amount, but it adds such a comforting homemade aroma. We continue cooking everything together until the meat is fully done. Slowly, patiently, allowing all the flavors to combine properly. At this point, the kitchen smells absolutely incredible. Rich meat, soft onions, and warm spices all coming together in one pan. Stay with us because the filling is becoming truly delicious now. Now we crack 3 eggs directly into the rice. One by one, slowly, allowing everything to combine naturally. Have you ever noticed how eggs can completely transform a simple mixture into something rich and comforting? And now we mix everything well, gently folding the eggs through the warm rice until the mixture becomes smooth and evenly combined. Little by little, the rice starts to look creamier and more cohesive. Now we prepare another quick mixture. Crack 3 eggs into a bowl and whisk them well until smooth. The texture should look light and creamy already. Next, add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. This simple ingredient helps everything hold together perfectly while cooking. Now mix again until the cornstarch fully disappears and the mixture becomes smooth and even. We're getting very close to the final result now. And now we start building our rice cutlet, step by step, slowly and carefully. First, we take a portion of rice and place it into the mold, gently spreading it across the bottom so it forms a soft base. Next comes the rich meat filling. We add a generous layer of the cooked ground meat right on top. Look at how hearty and flavorful it already looks. This is where the dish really starts to come alive. Now we add the fried potatoes. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, they bring such a comforting texture to the middle layer. After that, we cover everything with another layer of rice, slowly pressing it down, shaping it carefully so it holds together like a perfect cutlet. Each layer has its own taste and texture, but together they create something truly satisfying and homemade. Stay with us, because the final result is getting closer with every step. And now we continue with the same process for the remaining cutlets. But here's something interesting. The simplest repetition in cooking is often where real mastery shows up. Have you noticed how professional kitchens look so calm even when they repeat the same steps over and over again? We take another portion of rice, press it into the mold, just like before. Then the meat filling goes in, rich, warm, and full of flavor. After that, the golden potatoes, adding that comforting texture in the middle. And again, we cover everything with rice and gently shape it into a perfect cutlet. Slow hands, steady movements, no rush at all. This is the kind of cooking that feels almost relaxing, almost meditative. While we repeat the process, think about this. Simple homemade food often tastes the best, not because it's complicated, but because it's made with patience and care. Stay with us, because even repetition can lead to something truly satisfying at the end. And now we move to one of the most satisfying parts of the recipe, This is where everything gets its final texture and that beautiful golden finish. First, we take each rice cutlet and gently dip it into the egg mixture. Let it be fully coated, smooth and even. Have you noticed how this simple step already starts to change the look and feel of the cutlet? Next, we transfer it into the breadcrumbs, carefully, covering every side so it gets a nice, even crust. This is what will give us that crispy golden outside later. Now, we place the coated cutlets into the pan. Slowly, one by one, listening to that gentle sizzling sound as they touch the hot surface. We fry them on both sides until they turn a beautiful golden brown. Not rushing, just letting the heat do its work and create that perfect crispy crust. And now, while the main dish is resting and coming together, we prepare something fresh and light on the side. A simple salad, but it brings balance, color, and that refreshing feeling to the whole meal. Have you noticed how fresh vegetables can completely change the mood of a plate? We start with green onions. We slice them finely, slowly, small pieces that release a light, fresh aroma. Nothing complicated, just calm, simple preparation. Next come 2 cucumbers. We cut them just like in the video. Fresh, crisp, and full of water. They give that cool crunch that works perfectly with a warm dish. Now 1 bell pepper. Bright, colorful, and naturally sweet. We cut it into even pieces, taking our time so everything looks nice and clean. And finally, tomatoes. Juicy, soft, and full of flavor. We slice them just like shown. Simple cuts, no rush at all. Now we bring everything together in one bowl, slowly mixing, watching all those colors combine. Green, red, and fresh tones coming together in a very natural way. Sometimes the simplest salads are the ones that make the whole meal feel complete. Fresh, light, and perfectly balanced. Stay with us, because the final presentation is just around the corner.
And while we continue with this fresh salad, let's take a moment to talk about something simple, but very important: the power of fresh vegetables. Cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, and green onions, all of them are not just colorful ingredients on the plate. They are full of natural water, vitamins, and fiber that help the body feel lighter and more energized. Have you ever noticed how you feel after eating something fresh and simple like this? Fresh vegetables are often linked to better digestion and overall balance in everyday meals. Nothing extreme, just natural food doing what it's meant to do. And the best part is, you don't need anything complicated. Just a few fresh ingredients, a knife, and a few minutes in the kitchen. That's it. Even small habits like adding a simple salad to your meal can slowly make a difference over time. Light, fresh, and naturally satisfying. Here is the final result. Just look at this plate. Everything we prepared step by step has come together perfectly. The crispy golden cutlets, the soft rice layers inside, and the fresh salad on the side. Have you seen how simple ingredients can turn into something this satisfying? We take a closer look. The texture is beautiful, the color is rich, and everything feels homemade and warm. This is the kind of food that brings comfort with every bite. Now we cut a piece, just to show you the inside. Soft, layered, and full of flavor. Simple cooking, but with so much care in every step. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue sharing easy homemade ideas with you. Thank you for being here today. See you very soon in the next recipe.